Hello, my name is Francisco Muir, and this is my wife Vilma Muir. And today we want to talk about the power of great friendships and how to help our kids have great friendships. We actually have three boys, and we have two in college and one in high school. He's a junior in high school. Let's talk about the power of great friendships. Great friendships, they provide a sense of belonging, help you find your place in the community, which is for kids particularly important during the teenage years, where they're looking and they're trying to figure out where do they belong, and having these great friendships are going to provide an anchor for them. It's going to be so important. I asked one of my sons about this, and he said, "Dad, great friendships make the church not feel like a set of rules and regulations, but like a family." And great friends provide great support. Our kids are going to go through ups and downs, difficult times at times, and these great friendships are going to really provide the support that they need from a peer level to navigate through these times. Now, how do you help? How do you help your kids? How do you help our kids have great friendships? Maybe Vilma, you can talk about the importance of being an example.
Yeah, and I think for us with Francisco, it was very important for our kids to see our home always open. Like we used to have friends over, families over, and like even just for coffee or even just for game night. It was really important for us, for them to see that are we need that friendships in church. We need those type of relationships. But it was really important for us, for them to see like how important it was for us to home be open, and which is still open. Like our home literally is being known for the door is always open. So and that was something that I was very grateful that my kids felt like home. It was a place that they can bring any friend and a lot of friends. That was something very important for us, for our kids to see that.
Yeah, I think whenever our kids wanted to move to a direction of saying, "Hey, I want to bring some you know kids over. I want to have activities in the house." We always encourage that, and if they initiated with that, we always
Yeah.
supported them with that. Uh, even though sometimes it was kind of difficult, but regardless, we never wanted to lead with no. So and like you said, sometimes you know the kids will not necessarily initiate, but if
Yeah.
I want, especially when they're obviously very young, but in pre-K and
Mm-hmm.
elementary, you want to you cultivate relationships by bringing people into the house, or bringing the families in, and then from there you allow for the kids, you know, to you foster that, and with the hopes that the kids are gonna connect. Um, so we definitely want to do that. The other thing, is that as you do that through the years, and as you get closer, not only develop the friendships with your kids and other kids, but with the families, those parents of their kids become mentors of your own kids,
Yeah.
and that can be very helpful, especially during the teenage years. Um, we also want to talk a little bit about cultivating friendships with with the kids, and how it takes deliberate conversations with parents of other kids to get this. So we talked about bringing kids, bringing families and kids and into your home, and having hospitality. But you know, I remember for one of my sons, he was cultivating great friendships with another few a group of four kids, and we actually had conversations with the parents. We saw this happening,
Mm-hmm.
just beginning to happen, and we had conversations with them, and we said, let's make a plan to get these, to have them get together every so often, so that they could develop these friendships. And actually, it worked out, and from there, from elementary all the way through late, teenage years, they continue to just grow in the friendships. Um, they were baptized around somewhat of the same age, and then they continue helping each other spiritually from there. So it's been really good to see that, but it required that we were very deliberate
Yeah.
about the conversations with the parents and making a plan.
Yeah. And I think another thing that was very great opportunity for us was like every time when our kids were going to any activity or even any service, Sunday service, we will ask them how was the class. And I remember like when they say, "Oh, I met this kid," and we want to make sure that we follow up with the parents because we want for them to connect with those kids, with that family, especially.
Yeah. So we talked about modeling behavior and being an example. We talked about hospitality and bringing people in, like living out your Christianity at home. We talked about the need to be deliberate in cultivating friendships with the kids, right? Can you talk about church activities and events and the
Yeah,
importance there?
I think this is a very um I would say one of the hardest because especially Fridays, I remember my kids driving to Framingham. We literally were
Like
very
50 minutes,
exhausted,
50 minutes on a
and
Friday.
the kids want to drive, and actually it was really it was a moment of for us to say deny ourselves and say like, yeah, let's go. But not only that, I think even for in we believe strong to be part of our kids life, like especially serving the kingdom classes, preteens, teens, any event they have to be with them. We want to make sure that they felt uh, that they were very important for us. And
Actually, when as teenagers as well, sometimes to volunteer your home to have activities there, especially
yeah,
if the kids
yeah,
are not connecting very well, as a way of, they might struggle to go to a teen activity, but having something
mm-hmm,
where you get the teens in the home. We had things like Friendsgiving for Thanksgiving, or I know you did activities with the girls but
mm-hmm.
all types of activities like that can help your kids connect as well.
Yeah, I definitely feel like very strong about that. I especially for us, we cannot call our kids um, to do something that we're not doing. I
Yeah.
We do believe very strong like friendships is very important for us. That we are a family, and I'm very grateful for everybody who's been part of my kids' life and my life, and absolutely
Hmm.
very grateful for this time. Believe it or not, time will fly, and those moments never going back again. And
Yeah.
it's some days going to be very exhausted, and be real with your kids. Um, but at the same time, it's such a great example for them to see from you, um, being like Jesus,
Amen.
and that's something that I'm very grateful, very
Amen.
grateful.
The last thing I want to say about really leaning in towards activities of the church, even hope, the
Yep,
walk for hope in Franklin Park, and how the kids would get together with other kids and kind of
yep,
go in a group up front and kind of let them, and just even all those things provide opportunities for the kids to connect, and you can foster that. But the other thing is preteen camp and teen camp. One of my sons developed friendships in teen camp with other kids from Canada, which he's maintained even through his college years,
mm-hmm,
and provided just a great deep friendship, which have where they can help each other spiritually after that, or even locally. They develop and consolidated friendships locally. I cannot underscore just
yeah,
how transformative in this area can be to participate in preteen camp and in teen camp. So I really encourage that. So we want to wrap it up, um, but basically, how to help your children have great friendships. Be an example,
yeah,
model the behavior, live out your Christianity at home. Number two, hospitality, bringing people and families
yes,
in. Uh, bringing the teenagers in, the teenage ministry. Bring them into the home. Um, being deliberate in having conversations with other parents as well,
Mm-hmm.
and then leaning into church activities. And the last one, get ready to drive and drive and drive. You know, this happened to one of our kids. He had great friendships in Springfield, and we had to go for hours just driving. but it shows
Yes.
to our kids that we have a commitment. We're invested to help them to make these connections and to develop these friendships,
Mm-hmm.
which I believe has done all the difference.
Yes.
Thank you for your time. I hope this helps. Bye now.